A few months ago, I sat down with a couple, let's call them Gary and Lynn, both in their late 50s, both working hard, and both absolutely convinced they were going to have enough super to retire. Gary had been lying awake at night Googling things like how much super do I need, and coming away more stressed than when he started. One website told him 500,000, another said 1.5 million. A mate at work swore blind you needed 2 million. Sound familiar? Here's what I told Gary and Lynn and what I want to tell you today. The reason those numbers are all over the place is because they're answering the wrong question. The right question isn't how much the average Australian needs, it's how much do I need? And those are completely different things. I'm Daniel Fawcett, Australian financial advisor and host of Retire Ready Australia, where every week I help Australians aged 50 to 65 retire with confidence, not guesswork. Hit subscribe for a new video every Wednesday. Let's start with the official numbers. The ASFA Retirement Standard, published by the Association of Superannuation Funds of Australia, puts a comfortable retirement at around $690,000 for a couple and $595,000 for a single person. Now those figures come with some important conditions. First, they assume you own your own home. No mortgage, no rent. If you're renting in retirement, add $200,000 to $400,000 on top right away. Second, comfortable is defined as spending around $73,000 a year as a couple. That's one overseas trip every couple of years, a reasonable car, private health insurance, decent but not the retirement most people picture for themselves. When Gary and Lynn actually mapped out what their retirement looked like, the annual European trip, the caravan, helping their daughter with the deposit, the real numbers was closer to $95,000 a year, not $73,000. And that changed everything. Let me make this concrete with 3 real examples, because I think this is where it clicks. First, meet Barb. She's 66, widowed, owns her home in regional Victoria outright. Simple retirement, the garden, the grandkids, a road trip once a year. She needs about $42,000 a year. The age pension covers around 26 of that. Her super only needs to generate $16,000 a year. At a 5% return, that's a balance of around $320,000, not $1 million. She's going to be completely fine. Second, Paul and Wendy, both 63, suburban Melbourne, own their own home, 2 overseas trips a year, a newer car every 7 years, private hospital cover, golf for Paul, and they'd love to help their son buy his first place. They need around $95,000 a year. At that asset level, little or no age pension. The super carries the weight. They need 1.2 to 1.5 million. Third is Christine, 61, single, senior executive in Sydney, complete financial independence, no pension, no compromises. 4 international trips a year, maintain her current lifestyle, and leave a legacy. She's spending $140,000 a year minimum. She needs north of 2 million, and she's on track. Same country, same retirement age, 3 completely different numbers, and none of them match what Gary found on Google at midnight. Here's the framework I use for every single client, and I want you to use it right now. 3 steps. Step 1, write down what you want to spend each year in retirement. Not what you think you're supposed to say, what you actually want. Travel, grandkids, dining out, hobbies, helping family, every category. Add it all up. That's your income target. Step 2, subtract any guaranteed income you'll receive. Age pension if you qualify, rental income, defined benefit super if you've worked in the public sector. What's left is your gap that your super needs to fill. Step 3, divide that gap by 5%. That number is your target super balance. It's based on what's called a sustainable withdrawal rate, designed to make your money last 25 to 30 years without running out. So if your gap is $40,000 a year, divide $40,000 by 0.05, which gives you a target of $800,000. Gary and Lynn went through that exercise. Their gap was 55,000. Their target balance is 1.1 million. They had 620,000 combined. A real gap, but not hopeless. With the strategies we put in place, they had a clear path to close it before retirement. Here's what I want you to do today. Write down 3 numbers. Your current super balance, what you want to spend each year in retirement, and how many years you have until you want to stop working. Those 3 numbers are the foundation of every retirement plan I build. Once you have them, everything else becomes clearer. And if you'd like to sit down and work through your specific situation with me, I offer a free 20-minute discovery call. No cost, no sales pitch, just clarity on where you stand and what you want to focus on. The link to book is in my description below. Next week I'm covering one of the most powerful super strategies available to Australians. Over 50 catch-up concessional contributions. It's completely legal, largely unknown, and it saved one of my clients over $14,000 in tax in a single year. Hit the like button if this was helpful. It generally helps more Australians find this content, and that's exactly why I make these videos. I'm Daniel Fawcett, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next Wednesday.